Hello everyone, this is Stephanie. Welcome to another video. So today we're going to work on this peyote band ring, and this ring can go with the Empress bracelet that I just posted or not. I mean, it's a standalone. It's just a very simple peyote band. The pattern is very similar to the one on the bracelet, but it's not the same. It is using 11 Delicas and very easy. A little odd count peyote. Stay with me. You'll have fun. Okay, so I'm going to get a materials list going and we're going to get started. Okay, let's get a materials list going. So you need two different colors of Delicas. You need an A and a B. So on my ring, the A bead is my silver bead. So that's going to be the pattern bead, and the background bead is the B bead. So on this one, I'm going to have the green pattern and the background's going to be gold. You'll need a size 10 beading needle. I'm using 6-pound Fireline black satin. You can use 8-pound. I have a stop bead here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified when I upload a video. Don't forget any coupon codes, like for the Ringberries mat, for there's a 10% off code. Don't forget the link to the No More Oops bead tray. So don't forget to click the down arrow on the show more, because I put all the information down there. Any coupon codes I might have for you so you can save money, etc. Is down there. All materials are down there. So I'm going to clear this off and we're going to get started. Okay, let's get started. So thread your needle with about 5 feet of thread, put on a stop bead and leave enough of a tail to sew in. So as you can see, we'll have the row and the word chart here. I'm going to demonstrate here, and I have an A and a B bead. So my A bead is going to be the green one, and my B bead is going to be the bronze one. So just on the bead chart, if you see, here is my A, so the A is the pattern bead and the B is the background bead. Okay, and just to show you on this ring, my A is the pattern bead and my B is the background bead. Okay? So, you're going to pick up and drop down to your stop bead. 1 A, 2 B's, 3 A's, 2 B's, and 1 A. Like that. I'm going to do a little peyote. So I'm going to pick up an A. I'm going to skip the bottom bead and sew through the next bead. Like that. I'm going to pick up another A, exiting this bead right here. I'm going to skip the next one and sew through the following bead. That pop into place like that. I'm going to pick up a B, exiting here. I'm going to skip this one and sew through this one. Let that pop into place. I'm going to pick up an A, exiting here. Going to skip this one and sew through this one. Let that pop into place. Now I'm going to move my stop bead. And now we're going to do the odd count peyote turn. So I have that one bead at the top, so we need to put an A on. So this A has to sit next to this top bead. Okay, so the way we're going to do that is pick up the A, and we're just going to come this way. We're going to sew through this bead, so that top bead, the one underneath it, and the one on the diagonal. And as I pull through, I'm just going to use my finger to pop that bead into place right next to that top bead, like that. Now all I have to do is get through this bead. My thread needs to be coming out this way, so through this top bead and down. So I'm just going to move my thread around to get there. So exiting here, just going to sew through this one, and you just want to do this so everything is, so there's not any thread showing. So you just find a path, sew through this one, then the one above it and the one on the side, and then down this one. Okay, and now I'm ready to put more beads on. So that's what the whole turn is about. Very simple, very easy. Once you get going, it's like second nature. All right, so get that done and come on back and we'll continue. Okay, let's add some beads on. So we're exiting this top bead right here. So we're going to put on an A. A B. A B. And an A. And then we're going to go back up, we're going to put on an A. Straighten myself out a little bit. It's an A. A B. A B, a B, and now we want to do our turn again. We're going to put an A on, pick up an A. So I'll do this a little more slowly. Pick up our A. We're going to sew through this bead. So exiting here, we're going to sew right down through this one and the two on the diagonal. So those 3 beads right there. Tip it over with my finger to get it into place, like that. So now I want to turn around and come out of this bead. So I'll give you a different thread path this time than the bracelet. So exiting here, I'm going to sew through this one. Just to show you, you can use several thread paths to go to do this. So on the bracelet I went here, here, and here. So this way I'm going to come out of this one. I'm just going to sew through this one and the one above it. As long as you're staying on the diagonal. And then down this one. So there's a couple of ways for you to do your thread path. So just like that. So get that done and come on back and we'll go to the next clip. All right, let's keep going. Pick up an A, exiting here. I'm going to sew through this one. Pick up a B. Sew through the next one. Pick up a B. Sew through the next one. Pick up an A, sew through this one, pick up an A, we're going back up, sew through this one, pick up another A, sew through the next one, pick up a B, sew through this one, pick up an A, sew through this one, and now we're going to put our next bead on. So we're making our turn, exiting here, pick up an A, just sew through these 3, just like that. Now we're going to do our turn. So here we'll sew through the next one, the one right next to the one here that we're exiting. Go through this one and the one above it. And then down this way. I'm just giving you a couple of different routes you can take. Okay, so that's what we have. So we're just going to get to that point and then come on back and we'll continue. Okay, let's continue on. So we're going to put on a B, an A, another A, and a B, then we're going to go back up. We're going to put on an A, a B, an A, a B, and an A. So we'll be doing our turn. Oops. Just going to pick up a bead, sew through these 3. Make sure that pops over. Now we're going to do our turn, however you want to do it. So sew through the next bead, the bead next to the one I'm exiting. Through this one, the one above it. Or the other way, doesn't matter. And then down this one, as long as you get here without any thread showing. Okay, and then we're going to do row 10, that's going to be a B. An A. An A. And a B. Okay, so now we're going to repeat the pattern, excuse me, from row 3. So 3 through 10, and then go back to row 3 through 10, 3 through 10, until your ring is just about the size, close to the size you want, and you're going to end on row 8. Okay, so 3 through 10, 3 through 10, and then you're going to end on row 8. Write that down. End on row 8, just to be sure. Okay, and just to give you a little idea on sizing, my ring is about an 8.5. It's wide, so when I measured it, it's about an 8.5, size 8.5, and it is 2.5 inches. So the pattern repeat is only about 1/4 inch. So you'll have to adjust a little bit for sizing. Mine fit perfectly so that I didn't have to fudge like any ends, but if you have to kind of mismatch at the end here a little bit, you can do that because it's not going to spin. You're not going to see it under here, and you can kind of fudge it in a way that it doesn't look so bad. Like you can make, have 2 diamonds at the end, and then if you have some space in the middle, you can just do just the solid background, or you can kind of connect them somewhere where, it's not as obvious. But, if you can get it to fit a finger, this way, that would be great. So I think you can work with it a little bit. All right, so get that done and come on back and we will close the ring up. Okay, so I am done with my piece, and now I just we want to zip it up. So before you can do that, you want to make sure wherever you're ending, and hopefully you're ending on the pattern repeat. If you can't, like I said, just do it where it looks good. You have 5 beads on one side, right? That's the one end we started with, and then you have 4, so the 5 sticking out beads, 4 sticking out beads on your end of row 8. When I go like that, those 4 fit in between those 5. So you always have to make sure you have 5 sticking out beads on one end, 4 sticking out beads on the other end. Just going to hold it together like this. So here I'm exiting this indented bead right here. I'm just going to sew through the bead on the other side. That's the one that's sticking out. And I'm going to come to the other side, sew through the sticking out bead, just with my thread, and then back to the other side. I'm zipping up now, and then back through this side, and then through this side, so back and forth. See? And then back through this one, and then through this one, through this one, and then through this one, so the last one on the other side, like that. Now I'm all sewn together, but you want to make sure you sew these 2 top beads together, so there's no thread here. Just sew through this one, and then down on the diagonal, reverse direction, and then sew both your threads in, and here you have your ring. So let's take a look. So this is big because it's a 10, there are 10-0 beads, so let's see if it fits on my thumb. it does. So it could be a thumb ring. Let's see, it fits on my forefinger as well. So really, even with 10 O's, it's not bad. I kind of like with the 11 O's better. We'll put that one on. Here's our little pinky ring. They do stretch a little bit, like this was a lot tighter yesterday, or maybe it's my hands have, you know, are swollen. I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Have fun playing with this. It's really fun, very easy, very fast, and pretty. All right, so take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.